Hi everyone, I think I'm on early. It doesn't matter. I am so confused. My clock in my room is not working and I'm just looking and thinking, what is the actual time? So if it's 1 o'clock, it's got to be 2 o'clock. There you go. I've got it worked out. That's okay. Hello everyone. Oh my God, daylight savings can throw us. Paul went around and changed all the clocks in the house, but he hasn't changed my craft room one. And I just looked up and went, oh, it's only 1 o'clock. I'm a bit early. That's all right. I knew I was on at 1 o'clock on Crafty Monday, and I'm thinking, oh, that time is the clock stopped, or have I stopped? I think I've stopped. The brain stopped. Well, today we're talking about our scoreboard because that was one of the questions that I was asked, was how to use it. So I thought I'd just use it in each card today just to share other little things on what you can do with it. And we're going to just do a background with it. But first we're going to do some stamping and colouring, and then we'll come in and finish our card. Oh, how's everyone going today? Have you been having a look at the 15% of the stamps that are in the annual catalogue? And that's why I've got this catalogue sitting here today. This is your annual catalogue. So it's the stamps in here. Now, the bundles aren't included because you already get 10% off the bundles. Okay, and you'll get 15% off just plain stamps. But you can just choose to divide a bundle up if you want to. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you back on again. Thank you. Yeah, so this is your annual catalogue. This is where the 15% off the stamps are coming from. Now, your kits, our beautiful kits in the little brown box, they're on online exclusive. So go and check them out. You've got 30%, up to 30% off some of them. So go and check them out. They've got the prices on there for you, have already been marked down. So that's amazing. That's really helpful. And we also have our starter kit. So have a look at all the win-wins that you're going to get in your starter kit. You're going to get a lot more if you get a couple of kits and a couple of stamps and get the percentages off them as well and save some dollars, and those dollars can go on to something else. So hi Kaz, how are you? So it's a really good time to join our team, join our community, and save on some products. It's really fantastic value. So let's get down to my workbench. I'm just going to grab my block here. I'm going to use a block this time. Okay, so down we came. If you come on and you're watching the replay later, hello. Thank you for inviting me into your lounge or kitchen or wherever. I'm too scared to say bedroom, but some people do have their craft room in their bedroom. So thank you for inviting me in and letting me share what I do and what I love to do every day. Okay, so this one is also in our Dear Santa. So we're going to come down and we're going to just stamp this one in the middle. Just press it down a little bit. Beautiful. We'll bring that up. Now this piece of white cardstock is the same as the first one we used this morning. It's 12.5 by 8.5. We're going to do a quick bit of colouring on this. So I'm going to use the wild wheat on her hair. I'm going to come in with a wild wheaty colour on her hair. Just because it's a little bit of yellow, it's going to be a bit of brown. Don't forget you can leave some shadowing spots through also. So when you come back, if you want to come over with the yellow, which I'm going to, it's going to change the colour a little bit and you'll get some highlighting at the top of her head. Okay, so now we're going to come in with the yellow over the top of that. And this is the Daffodil Delight. And I'm just going to bring some Daffodil Delight in with this and blend it through. And you can see it just changes the colour slightly to give her some highlights in her hair. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to come in with his hair and we're going to do, I think we might do, what have we got here? Light crumb cake. Let's go light crumb cake. Light crumb cake. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so we can do his hair light or we can do it dark. I'm going to start off with it light, but we can darken it up if we want to. Okay. We'll leave it there for a minute and we can come over that with a bit of dark if we want to in a minute. Let that dry though. Okay, so we're going to do hats and we're going to do a green. Let's come in with the green up here. This is Old Olive Dark? Light. Old Olive Light. And we'll come around here. And I'm just going to do the little stripes up in his hat. And I'm going to bring in a little bit of green into her dress. And I'm using the really thin end because it's only little to colour in. And we're going to come in with a little bit of green around the top of her sock and on her toe of her, well, she can either have them as boots or shoes. Come in with these pants. So you're not busy today, Kaz? Or have you been busy? And we're going to come in with the real red. Okay. Do a little bit of real red here. And a little bit on her frill. On there. And a little bit in here on her shoe. We're going to give him red shoes too. How's that? Got a thing with red shoes at the moment. And a little red jacket. He's got his belly hanging out, this guy. Come back that second time where you've got your highlight bits, because that's important. And just come down and do his sleeves. Okay, so I'm gonna, I might do this part of his hat before I put the red down. Okay, so now we're going to come back and finish her hair. So we're going to come down and do the ponytail bit now, the pigtail bit. And let that dry. We're going to do a little bit of yellow up in his star. I might grab the other end. Do a little bit of yellow up here. Okay. And now we're going to do that pink, that light pink for face. For the face. And you can sort of see that the hair is bleeded down a little bit, which I don't mind that it has. So, if you don't want it to bleed down, then don't go right to the edge. Okay, because that's what makes it bleed down, is when you go right to the edge. Better do an ear. Oh, better do a cuffs too. And his hand, his little belly in here and up here. And in the ear. Leave around that eye area white I am. Now I am going to darken his hair because it matches in too much with his face, which I thought it might. So we're going to come in with the dark brown and we're going to just do some highlighting in here. Okay, gone quiet. Can't hear anyone. Sometimes you get in your own little world when you're doing this and you sort of forget that you've got it on there. Okay, now you can give her little red cheeks if you want to, but be mindful when you do that, just to be careful that you just do a couple of little dots, because it will spread it out and you don't want it to spread it out over. Come back with your light pink and just spread it out with that. It will spread out with that. Okay, so just let it work its magic. So we're going to come in with the dark and do a Christmas stem. And we're going to do some decorations, and we might do some, let's see, some purple or freesia, petunia pop. I'm looking to see what colour I've got in my hand. Some petunia pop. And he's hanging one up on the tree. Okay. Now we've got them coloured in. Let's grab that scoreboard and do some scoring for background. Okay, let's turn this around this way. So I'm going to bring it back to the 5.5 again. Or you can even come to 8.5. It doesn't really matter. As long as your hand feels comfortable where you're holding it, okay? And you can always line it up on that, so you know that that's been lined up at the 8.5. And then come down with the next one. And you can do wide or thin. It's entirely up to you. You can do it every one or every second one or every third one. It's entirely up to you. Just keep coming along. Feels weird going down sideways this way, but that's okay. I want you to see what I'm doing. So when you get to a piece where it's his foot, you're going to stop. And right across the bottom there and across there. Then you can come in and leave a few if you want to, and then come in again. It does feel weird working upside down. make sure that you always get it into the groove. Okay, so make sure that you do bring your score tool down to the edge of your scoreboard and bring it in there, because that way you're 99% to get it into the score. So it just decided to jump. So you can do up as much as you want or as little as you want from both ends. You can leave another gap, come right across again. I'm going to hold it. Okay. So it makes a really, I'll take that out for a minute. It makes a really nice pattern on the back. Now, if you wanted the lines to be upwards, you would have to do your picture facing down. But if you want them to go inwards, like I have this time for, I'm going to do a little bit of blending on here. I've only got my blue here, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so there's other ways you can blend as well, like if you've got a circle, you can sort of blend outside the area. So just cover that up there and come in and blend. And then you can just take that off and bring it up this end. And it depends on how dark or light you want it to, whether you're going to press hard, press soft, whether you're going to put it light or dark. Okay, that's just going to be depending on what you want. So it highlights the little children in there, and it's got a nice background as well. And then I'm going to just wipe this. I'm going to have to get my sponge out, I think, and give it a bit of a clean. Okay, oh, wrong one. Okay, so I'm going to come in with, what's this colour? This is copper clay. No, it's not. It's pecan pie. Well, I'm going to come in with a pecan pie background on this. Or do we want the blue again? Let's see. What do you reckon? Do we want the blue? Or do we want to divide it up and have pecan pie? Or do we want red? What do you reckon? Hi, Sam. Sorry I missed your call the other day, love. I was in bed asleep. I was sleeping. Okay, what about the cherry cobbler? Cherry cobbler? Blue? You're in Bangkok? Wow, that is awesome. That's really great. You'll be enjoying it over there. Is it warm? Okay, so it looks like we're going blue with what's been coming up. So I'm going to go blue. So let me just measure my blue. We want 13.5 by 9.5. This is 14 by 10, so we can, 14 by 10 is pretty good because we can put that straight onto a card. Okay, so let's cut our card. And we want to cut it downwards this time because I'm going to cut it at 10.5 first. Whoop. 10.5 first. And turn it around to 14.5 and score. Fold it. I know you can't see. I know you can't see. You're all yelling at me. We can't see what you're doing, Teresa. It's okay. I can see that you can't see. I'm just cutting my card. Okay. Going to grab that bone folder because my fingers have got blue on it and I do not want blue ink on this bit. And I'm going to pop this on here. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now you could do some lines on this too with your scorer, or you can do, if you want a bigger mat, you can always put it through an embossing folder. Now I like to cut my card this way because I like my cards to be folded at the side so that they always stand up really nice when you give them to someone. I don't like the fold bend at the top because they always fall flat, but that's just me. So this is really cute. So I was thinking that we could probably put some, I'm just looking to see what I've got in front of me. I've got some ribbon. So I was thinking we might be able to put some ribbon on there. This is that white and silver. It's really lovely. So let's just add some white and silver ribbon on here. Do a bit of a bow. Whoop, don't fall off the table. I've got 5 pairs of hands here. Can you see that? Okay. It's really funny when you're doing bows and you want them to sit and you want the thread to stay nice and tight for you. And 99% it doesn't. And you might want just a little bow. So, but if I keep my ribbon on the roll, then I'm not going to waste anything. Okay, so I like that. And then this can go down on here. You can use dimensions if you want it, or you can use glue. It's entirely up to yourself when you're doing these, but I like to put a little bit of glue on my ribbon underneath, or if I'm going to use my dimensions, I like the dimensions on there as well. It's really cute. And then you can, oh my God, I don't think I've got them on there either. Oh my. I have moved too much stuff off my desk. Yeah, so then you can put some little trinklets around here. But I can't. I haven't got mine sitting on the table. You'll see them in the photo when I do the photo. Now, if this ribbon is moved, you can always move your ribbon down by using a mini glue dot. And you can put the mini glue dot down and put that underneath so it sits down lower. I'm just going to use a bit of the glue. So to use a bit of the glue, just put it a tiny little dot like I have, and then bring it down, and you're going to have to hold it for a few minutes, okay, for it to grab, especially if you're using the liquid glue. If you're using a silicone glue dot, they dry pretty quick because they're a little silicone dot, okay? So, yeah, might have to get a little silicone dot. Just hold it for a minute. No. I'm going to go and get a silicone dot. It's over here, up the other end, of course. Here they are. Just around the other side. Who loves the silicone dots? I know I do. Now the silicone dots are on the reverse side this time. Stampin' Up's done it differently. They used to be on that side, now they're on this side. But can you see that? Can you see that little bit on the scissors? That's your little glue dot. So you're going to put that down there and just press your ribbon on it, and voila, it is on there. That's how quick the glue dot is to the glue. So much quicker. Okay, so now we need to put a word on here. I'll just hold that there for a minute. And we're going to Always Love Hanging With You. I think they've got the most cutest little sayings, don't they? Okay, so we're going to put this one on. I haven't used this one yet. Okay, so we've got some white card here. Yes. Rubber block. I'm going to go all blue. Oh, I just got to remember not to press hard. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. See how you have a really big edge sometimes around the red rubber? So I know it's more further down the bottom on this one, so it's good to sort of look where you're going to put it, because you sort of can go, okay, I can move that up a fraction because I know that it's going to be okay. So it's good to check them out where they are when you, especially the red rubber, you need to check the red rubber out. Okay, now I've put my other punch away. That's okay. We're having a real good time of putting everything away today. I did a big clean up. How silly am I? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We can use whichever we want. Okay. So if you wanted to rust this up a little bit, you can use your scissors, and sometimes, you know, that gives it a little bit of a border as well by just coming in and distressing it, distressing the paper and giving it a bit of a distressed look. It just takes that plainness away. And you can also come in with your sponge, or blending brush I should say now, and give it a bit of a blend. So let's just distress this around. If your blade is blunt, distressing is really good. No, my blade is probably worked on pretty hard. Now this has got enough ink on it. I won't need any more ink on this. I'm sure I've got enough on this that I won't need any more. And I can just come around. And I want to do that because I don't want that plain little bit just hanging there. So we can have this on here. We can have it down here if we want to, between here. Always love hanging around, so you could have it in there if you wanted to. You could have it up the top, you could have it over here. You could have it up the top here. So you can just place it wherever you want to place it. I'm going to get a dimension and place a dimension underneath it. I'm going to put two on, one there and one there. And I'm just going to bring this in from the top here. Okay, and then you can put some little pearls on it. I haven't got my pearls with me, but I'm going to go and grab them, so I've got them for the next class. Hi Tracy, how are you? Good to see you on. So very cute little card, very different from our card from Crafty Monday where we've got the slider. So this one slides up and down. This one slides up and down. This one is still using your scoring. We've done the edge this different to the edge on this one, and we've highlighted this one with sponging as well. So I hope you like that idea today as well. It's great getting some great little ideas on how to use that scoreboard. So join me over on Technique class at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to show you how to do a little box. I'll see you then. Bye for now.